It's the hottest day of the year again, so I thought, what better time than now to film part 2 of Feel the Heat. So we're going to start with our legs nice and wide on the mat. Toes are turning out to a comfortable position. Take a breath in as you come down into a deep squat. The arms are going to cross over the body. A breath out as we come up, reach to the sky, lengthen through the fingers, all the way from the heels to the tips of your fingers. And again. Just going to do 5 like this, start to flood the body with oxygen, feeding our muscles what's to come. Lovely. So we'll come down into our squat. This time your right arm wraps around your waist. We're going to stretch out the left leg as we reach over to the right hand side. Hold it here. Breathe in, we'll come back to the center, left arm around the waist, right arm reaches over, right leg straight. Hold it here. Twice more on each side. As you reach over to the right, try and feel those right glutes really working, holding you up. Feel that length between the finger and the toes. And one more on each side. Nice. Come back to the center now. We're going to stay nice and low in our squat. Let's warm up the calves. Raise your left heel. And now your right, and we'll keep lifting each side. Now you can see my heels judder as they come down. That just shows that this is one of the areas I need to work on, but we're going to try and smooth out that juddering feeling. Just for the last 2 on each side. Those of you that know me know that that's my spider face when I've just seen a spider on the floor, but it's going that way, so it's absolutely fine. So we're going to stop here, stand tall. Toes are going to point forward now. We're going to take a little squat to the right hand side. See that the heel, knee and hip are all lined up. Change it to the left and to the right and to the left. So we're trying to get a little bit of energy now. Pushing from side to side, recoiling from left to right. Trying to stay nice and low for now. Slowly building up the heart rate. Now this time, as we push off the left leg, hop the left toe to the inside of the thigh. So it's like a little sumo squat. That little bit of energy through the obliques to lift that knee up to the side. Lovely. Just a few more like this. And we're done. Shake the legs out a little bit. We're going to come to the end of the mat. Take a breath in. Take the arms up and over the shoulders. Fill the lungs with air, and as you breathe out, we're going to take a bow forward, softening the knees, bringing the hands down to the mat. So, just like in part 1, we are going to do some similar exercises to part 1, or the same ones, but with some extra added fun there too. Options for you here, straight legs like me, or bent knees instead. Up to you. The shoulders are going to shrug towards each other, so shoulder blades slide together and then push apart. 4 more like this. Trying to keep spine totally neutral. With knees down, it looks just like this. Just a little bit less pressure through the shoulders, core and wrists. And here's our last one. So the knees are going to come down for all of us. We're going to rock back into the heels, breathe in. Breathe out, rock forward into plank. Again, breathe in, knees could come down, we could sit back to the heels. Exhale to your plank. Or we could take the hips all the way into the air, breathe in and out to come down to plank. Whichever way, we've got 3 more. We want to feel this nice rocking movement, bringing energy through the body and loosening our fascia. Pause here. Left leg steps to the outside of the left hand. Cool, have a little stretch here. See how it feels. Does that feel nice and safe and cool? If it does, we'll try it on the other side. Right foot to the outside of right hand. Again, does that feel okay? Okay, let me give you another option for the next move. We could do mountain climbers like this, switching from toe to toe. Or we could do my other version where we hop to the outside of the foot and switch each time. This is less ideal if you're a bit unstable in the pelvis, so use the first version if you wish. Either way, we've got another 4, 3, it takes a lot of energy this, 2, and 1. Good work. Lower yourself down to the floor. Nice. Whew. Hands are going to come underneath the forehead. Forehead can rest. Take a second to get your breath. We're going to lift both legs away from the floor. Glutes are engaged, tummy muscles are switched on. We're going to lift the chest away from the floor as well. Does that feel okay to you? Hope so. We're going to let go with the hands, breathing out, breathing in as you come to the top. Another 4. And there's our last one. Nice. Lower the chest down to the floor. The knees might bend. Hands will come either side of your mat. Your legs might stay straight, ready to go into full plank. It's up to you. Either way, we're pushing up and away from the floor. Spine's neutral, we're going into press up. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out, the elbows bend. Spine and neck stay nice and long. Breathing out as you recoil up from the mat. From plank, it looks like this. Now my hands are slipping on the floor, so I'm going to go onto my knees. Try not to let your head droop. Your gaze is just about 3 inches ahead of you on the mat. Last 2 here. Good work. Sit the hips back to your heels just for a second. We'll rev our motorbike with our knuckles and release off the wrists. Now, back to classic feel the heat moves. We're going to step the right foot forward, tuck the left toes under. Lift the left knee a little from the floor and just warm this up. Lower the knee into your can of paint from last time and we'll lift. Go for another 4, 3, keeping the chest nice and upright, really working that front leg 2 and hold it here. Now the left arm comes forward, ready to hop. Hopping, bringing the elbow to the opposite knee each time. Now there is a lower version of this, which I'll show you now. You could stand, kick across the body instead, just to make it a little less impacty. Either way, just got another 5. 2, 1, and we can release. Let's change the legs over straight away. Good. Are we ready? We'll bend both knees. Lower your back knee into your tin of paint and lift the 5, 4, chest is up, ribs are tucked in, 2, and 1. So we'll take the knee down again, hold it here, right arm comes forward. Are you ready? Hop or kick, it's up to you, for 10. Last 5. And there it is. We're going to step all the way back to our lunge. Lower the knees to the floor. And bring the hands to the mat. So the hands are going to walk forward on the mat to the front of the mat so that you've got space behind you to tuck the toes under. Feet will be quite wide for this. We're going to turn the toes towards each other, lower the hips to the floor, feel that stretch on the underside of the body, and then pull yourself up with your tummy muscles back to where you started. Lower away from me, and then up we go to where we started. So we'll do that again. Down we go, up we come. This time, furthest leg from me lifts, the knee bends, push the heel up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the foot comes down, the other leg bends, heel pushes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the foot comes down, turn towards me, rest the hips on the floor, take a little breath, ready to pull ourselves back to our plank, and turn away from me one last time. Beautiful. We can sit down on the mat facing each other now. Bring your elbow to the floor. Options. For a side bend star. You could have hips lifted with top leg straight on the floor. That's your easy option. We could have both legs straight, top foot forward, flat, lower leg ankle flexed to come up like so. Or you could have both ankles flexed, one foot on top of the other to come up like this. I'm going to take the medium version. Join me here in your side bend. Make sure elbow is underneath the shoulder. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, the top leg lifts away from the floor. And breathe in to bring it down. From here, it looks like this. And bring it down. Whichever version suits you is the one you should choose. But make sure it's one that you can control and that feels safe. For your last one here. Hold it. Top leg goes back, top arm goes forward, and breathe into that stretch. And then we can release the hips back down to the mat. Good work. Turn towards me. The arms are going to reach over the shoulders. Bring the hands back behind you. Lean back ever so slightly. I'm going to show you this from the side, just so that it makes a bit more sense. The tail tucks under just a little bit here to keep the spine safe. The knees float one at a time over the hips. The legs straighten and bend. If that's enough for you, stick with that. Otherwise, join me. The legs swirl towards me. Breathe out. Breathe in, hold it here. Feet hanging just off the floor. Breathe out, bring them back up over the hips. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out to bring them down to the other side of the mat. Hold them for a moment. And exhale to bring them back up and over. Hold it there, breathe in. And breathe out to bring them down. If this is getting too much, bend your knees, make it a little bit easier. Coming up for our last one. Nice, the legs can come all the way up to the center, knees can bend. Turn to your side for me. Lovely. So we're going to make our choice for our side bend again. Either easy, intermediate, or much more advanced, your choice. We're going to take a breath in to prepare, making sure elbow is underneath the shoulder. As you exhale, the arm and the leg lift to your star. 45 degrees from the floor to make it tricky. Breathe in to bring it back. Lovely. Remember, the easier version looks like this. Lower knee bent, taking it up for another 3 reaches. And last time here. Hold it here. Bring the top arm forward, top leg back. And then we can release the hips down to the floor. Cool. You can face me again. This time, ankles are crossed. We'll push ourselves all the way up to standing. An old favorite from last time. Left leg crosses behind the right. Left elbow crosses to the right knee. I'll show you the hop first. We hop, connect elbow and knee, and hop back, like so. If the hop is too much, we're just going to stand and connect and reach back. We've got another 7. Really power up from that ball of your foot, using the calves, the glutes, everything. Last 3, 2, and done. Cool. Let's keep the pace up, switch straight to the other side. Right leg goes behind left. Bring the left right elbow down to the left knee, and up we go to hop. Maybe just doing that stand instead. Another 7. Last 3, 2, and 1. And we're all done. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Come to the end of your mat, please. So we're going to step our right leg forward, take the left leg back. We're going to sink the hips towards the heel first of all, and feel that lovely length through the left hip. The arm comes up and over the shoulder, reach over to your right. Nice. Turn towards me. Drop that left heel into the floor. The arms reach away from each other. Stretch over that right leg. Place your left hand on your thigh. Right palm faces up as you reach back, up and over, sinking the hips to the mat. The arms windmill around the body, and the left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. We're going to reach right arm up and over the shoulder and take a stretch to the heavens. The right hand comes back down to the inside of the right foot. Right leg stretches into the air behind you. Drop the left heel into the floor. Right leg kicks the bottom 10 times. 9, 8. Really trying to get a lovely quick stretch into the quads each time. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now right knee swings between the hands. We can untuck the toes, release the body into pigeon pose, and take a rest here. Nice deep breath into the back of the ribs. Feel the hip and the glutes melt. Lovely. We can push ourselves up to sitting. Cross the ankles, like so. We're going to bring the hands to a prayer position. Arms reach up and overhead. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, turn to your left. Bring your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Use the left hand to help you to twist and look over your shoulder. Lovely. The arms come back up and over the shoulders. Come back to me. Breathe into prayer position. Breathe out. Arms come up and over. Turn to your right this time. The left hand to the outside of the right knee and twist. Beautiful. The arms come back to their prayer position and down to the chest. Right hand comes down to the floor beside you. Left arm swirls ahead of you. Rise up onto the knees as you reach over to the right. And breathe into your left side. The hips sit down to the heels. Left hand comes to your side. Right arm swirls up and over. And breathe into your right side. The hips come back down to the floor. Lovely. Your left leg is going to lengthen behind you. Find yourself releasing down into pigeon pose. And take a little rock and a little melt left to right here. Nice. The right toes are going to tuck under. Hands are either side of your leg. We can press your leg into the air, reaching the heel to the ceiling and dropping the other heel into the floor. We'll kick the bottom 10 times. 9, 8, 7, that big stretch through the quads. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step your left foot between your hands. Peel the chest from the thigh. We can feel that stretch through the right hip as we reach the right arm up and over the shoulder. Nice. Drop your right heel onto the mat. We can reach the arms long. Stretch the body over the thigh. Hand comes to the other thigh. And as you exhale, the palm reaches to the ceiling, to the sky. Behind you, drop the hips and breathe. The arms are going to windmill around to the inside of the left foot while the left arm reaches up and over your shoulder and twist here, sending your energy back through the heel of the right leg. Beautiful. Hands are going to come side by side. The right foot steps forward to meet the left. And we're here in our forward fold. We're going to take a few moments to visualize the sit bones lifting towards the ceiling, the heels just sinking into the mat. And a breath in here. As you exhale, the knees soften, the tail tucks between the legs. We can begin to rebuild the spine, bone by bone. The arms sweep over the shoulders. The fingers turn inside out, look to the sky. And you're done.